swear.
You can't take no breaks.
I know, right? 1 week. Oh.
No, 1 week. That was bad because I told them they should have still met.
Jeez.
Maurice was sick, and Melody was like,
I did not have a corona.
can sleep.
You bring the vibes.
I did not have a corona.
All right, what's up, Mo?
Oh,
this is episode 14.
Wow.
This is episode 14.
Yup, this one is entitled We Back. This episode is brought to you by Motley Child Care, which opens back up tomorrow. Woo! We are in the yellow, guys. Daycares are open.
Well, they still green.
Yeah, oh, whatever. Well, we open tomorrow.
We open tomorrow.
Beezy's Lemonade. Beezy's Lemonade. They got all flavors, all the flavors you want. Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity. That's not the flavor. I'm gonna make it a flavor.
Check them out.
I'm gonna make that a flavor. Alright? I know the owners. By Fine Dining.
Fine dining.
We waiting for her to get back in the kitchen.
We get ready to give a date soon
We
for
need
the
to
fine dining comeback.
Yes, we're definitely gonna have a grand reopening.
With those tremendous salmon cheese steaks.
Oh, and don't forget the loaded pretzels. You gotta try the loaded pretzels.
I ain't do that in so long.
What? Remember that? Oh my God!
I can't believe you remember that.
What? I remember that. And
we gotta try the chicken and waffles. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I miss with my
oh
heart.
yeah, and chicken and waffles. And
But
also,
we're going to give you a date for her fine dining.
most definitely. And it's also brought to you by the Montgomery Group Management Company / lawn care / paint company / keep slashing. You know what I'm
Maurice
saying?
is manicuring the hell out these lawns.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
So
Check
for
that
real,
Facebook page.
if you know somebody who's not satisfied with their lawn service,
Yep.
I'm telling you, you might got 5 more slots to fill in.
Yeah, pretty much.
5 more slots because
Pretty
he got
much.
busy real
Yes.
quick. And
Fast.
listen closely. For real, my lawn has never looked better. I'm not saying
no,
that
seriously.
it's my son.
And we're not
For
just
real.
saying that.
For real, I would
Yeah,
tell him
she
it
would
was
tell me
trash.
if it was trash.
No, I would tell him if it was trash. Y'all know me, no.
You come to my house to do mine. That's look good.
Mine look like I've been to the best nail salon in the state. For real, it ain't never looked this good.
Yep.
It got lines and everything.
Yep.
It's all cured around there. You
Yep.
know, he treats your little grass here and
Yep.
there,
When
all
he-
for
when
a
he-
little extra price, but it's worth it.
Of course, you know what I'm saying? We gonna make it look good.
Yeah.
So, I have a story, guys.
But wait a minute, before,
Yep. What's up?
did you do Sadia in the line, Lauren?
No, I do this till I'm on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay, so Sadia, make sure you let us know what you think.
Yeah, do those on Tuesday. She liked her paint job. She hired, Montgomery Group Painting, so I appreciate that, Saya.
Yeah.
She loved it. So, she hired us for her lawn.
That's another thing.
Whoop, whoop.
Rena paint her ass off
Whoop,
too.
whoop.
Yeah, I'm about to have
You know
that.
what
She
I'm saying?
not only does those pictures, she paint rooms. As you can see, she painted this room too. And I think I highlighted it, but we'll put it up again.
Yeah, definitely. And check out the Instagram pages for Beezy's Lemonade, the Facebook page for the Montgomery Group Management Company, and we're gonna re-update the Motley Child Care Facebook. So to update the kids. I think we have kids from like 6 years ago. They old now, so we gotta
Yeah.
update some pictures. All right. So, this was it. Saturday. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Saturday morning. Saturday morning reminded me of the time when we used to, back in the day, I used to have all my friends come over and do a sleepover. Like we used to do the camp.
Yeah.
Or it was the camp. We used to go hiking. We used to go hiking.
Oh,
And Saturday reminded me of those days. I got up in the morning, and I got up in the morning. I went and did Mel lawn, like 6 o'clock in the morning. I knew they was still gonna be asleep. I got up in the morning, and when I got downstairs, kids was all in the air mattress because their cousins came over. Jada and Jane came over. It was all in the air mattress sleep. Everybody laying everywhere, right? I get up, I'm like, you know what? They ain't gonna be up no time soon. So I get up, get dressed, go do the job, come back. They still in the same place. Nobody moved.
probably stayed up all night.
Oh, they stayed up all night. So I got home and I'm like, man, I said, Dad, this remind me of when we used to be like having every place staying up all night playing the video games and stuff. So I was like, I got in the kitchen. I just started cooking breakfast. I'm like, oh man, I remember when mommy was cooking breakfast for everybody. I'm like, I got the eggs. I'm whipping it up. I'm Chef Boyardee. I'm like, yo. So as the food, they started smelling the food. They started waking up.
Oh yeah, get 'em up.
They started waking up. I'm like, y'all hungry?
We used to have a buffet.
Oh, my goodness.
Y'all, when them boys got back working,
Yup.
yes.
That food was
it was fun though, wasn't
amazing.
It was.
it? It was
Fun
We used
times.
to eat a lot.
Yes.
We
had everything.
Sauteed mushrooms, the sauteed apples.
We had
the
flavored
bacon,
apples,
the
everything.
eggs, the oatmeal, the pancakes.
Everything was good.
grits and we had just everything.
Everything.
We had laid out sausages.
But the crazy part was, it's like, now that when I think about it, it's like, how do we have all them people fitting in that little ass
I
house?
Always, when I go back to the
Never
house, I
know.
always think,
We're like, we had about 20 people in there. Like, how?
I don't know.
We was definitely all over top of each other.
No, you know how I be. We lay the table out, put as many chairs around it,
Yeah.
and find somebody, everybody find somewhere.
Find a spot.
and everybody bike was in the dining room.
I don't know how we fit.
I don't know. When I
Yo,
go back,
we
I'm
made
like,
it work,
yo,
though.
all of us fit in here.
Yep.
That was
It was some good days in that house.
Yeah,
It
man.
was. It
That
was.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
that
was
house
plenty
had
of good
memories.
things,
Most
Yeah.
of them.
That house had memories, yo.
And we did eat a lot.
We did.
Crabs,
Crabs,
But you know why? Because y'all had a lot of friends, good people, Maurice and them, mostly the neighborhood friends I'm talking about, mostly the guys. But you know, it was fun.
Yeah, they came. It was so
And it
crazy
was
because
fun
it
watching
reminded
y'all
me of
have
that.
fun.
And the crazy part was, I just ran into Steve. Well, I ran into his mom came to my job first.
That's Melena.
Yep, came to the job first, and she was like,
Melena.
You know, she would look at you
Shout
like
out
this.
to Melena.
and then Steve came in like that next week, and they was sitting at the desk, blah 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 blah. So I came over and I started helping him. Well, I didn't help him, but it was one of my employees helping him, and he was like, "Yo, remember the hikes, man?" I was like,
Boys
"People
like that.
remember that? That had to be like
I really do remember that.
25
I do.
years ago. It seemed like
Yeah.
20-something years, 23 years ago.
At least.
People still remember that.
Yeah.
I think kids remember all them highlighted things like that, especially when it involved their friends. It'd be nice if it was like more like we had phones like that. We could have took more pictures.
Yeah.
And you know, kind of posted them and everything. But you know, back then I had a bunch of
No,
what's those?
Polaroid.
Yeah,
Polaroids.
the throwaways.
Yeah. No, check that back.
We was hyped to play Snake on Drew phone. I always, every time I got around Drew, I'm like, can I play Snake? Those little phones.
So, but I had to share that story because I felt so good. I was like, oh man, and
It felt good to feel like
like I'm in a different place now.
you're the mom.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I was. I was like,
It's
I remember when I was on the air mattress.
Good Lord,
I know,
What's
right?
that, evolution?
Oh, you mean you didn't start doing it for your kids?
Yes,
Like,
that's what made it so dope. Was like,
I'm my mother.
Right. You see those commercials? Be like, are you turning into your parents?
I am.
Hold on.
Definitely
Kicking
is.
and screaming, kicking and screaming. Kicking and screaming and turning into an essence of the word.
yes. So we going back to the essence. We definitely apologize for missing last week. It won't happen again, guys, because we are in the building. So today we're gonna go back to having fun. I mean, I think it was like these last couple of weeks were real dreary.
They're gonna run over.
Special guest in the building.
Special guest, Amaru
So
Brown.
So, you know, we definitely going back to having fun. Like, I think the last couple of weeks were like real like, but then
We had to address some serious matters.
yeah, there's some serious man. But then I thought about it. You know, these things happen every day. These
Yeah.
things do happen. It's not like it's like random. Like it happens every day. It's just the fact that it was highlighted at that time. So we don't want to take our minds off of it. We still got to continue to fight and to get, you know, just for rights. You know, just to be treated fairly. That's all. Just treated
That's
fairly.
all we're asking, and they're just like, no. You
No.
guys don't deserve
No, you don't deserve to be treated fairly.
fairly. What? Jesus. Okay. I'm not
No, don't get started. Don't get started. So my first question, just to kind of get everybody all loose and loosey goosey today, is where do you want this pink room endeavor to go? Like, what's your vision for the pink room?
I can see studio.
Oh shoot, studio audience.
No, not studio
Oh,
audience.
okay.
It's a studio
Just
where we record, but studio audience would be cool.
Mhm.
But I don't know about you.
No. We're
I don't know
not
about
gonna be able to do it the same.
Yeah,
It's like doing the live.
I can just see a studio, and then we got like makeup artists make us up a little bit before we go on.
I don't need no makeup.
we gotta dress
You don't got no makeup. You don't makeup.
Shut up.
You need a haircut though.
Okay.
Well, this quarantine,
You
guys.
don't have a barber on site.
I can see that, but I see just more help, like with the cameras, with this, so we won't have to be doing this part,
Yeah,
and we can just actually have the
Yeah, like the
conversation.
background people. Yeah.
That's true.
More
Background
guests, more
crew.
guest visitors.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think if we get bigger, people who we've been asking now, y'all want to come? They'll want to come.
They be knocking on the
And
door.
then we gonna say back then they want.
Mike Jones.
Me personally, I don't want the studio.
Okay.
You want to stay here, right?
I'd
you
rather
wanna
stay
stay
in the pink room. And
Okay.
whatever we decide to do, we do it from the pink room. The original state. And especially if you're not looking to have no studio audience. What's the point in going somewhere to rent to have a studio when we got a studio right
True.
here.
Okay.
It looks
True.
good. It looks good.
Okay.
And I feel like, you know me, as long as we're having fun and it'd be nice to have some financial gain from it, is we're not going to act stupid now, acting like we wouldn't like that. But me personally, I like to always spend less and make more.
Exactly.
So I'm good with it being in-house.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And speaking of that, make sure if you guys are watching on YouTube, like and subscribe on YouTube. You have to like and subscribe. Not like or subscribe. Like and subscribe. Alright? It's very important. Oh, got something else?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
You might as well
yeah.
get it out the
Get out
way,
the way
to
now.
the end.
The glasses.
The glasses.
Oh.
Where they at?
Right there.
So,
Yeah, they
Got
got
'em.
all right. So,
got our winners
we have a winner.
Let me throw these on.
We have a winner today. Our first official giveaway or giveaway.
Yes. So this person, so I know. No, she had the most likes and shares for the Pink Room channel. And if everyone want to give me a drum roll, please. The glasses go to Jasmine Singleton.
Jazz, I hope you better be logged in. She logged on. Yeah, logged on.
But
Let
come
me know if you logged
and that's what you were there. That's what you win. That's your gift.
Yep.
Thanks for supporting the Pink Room.
Yep, definitely.
Yes.
You can take them home when you come pick up the kids. So,
we'll let you know what's up next
yep.
for the next person.
But
But hold on, maybe we'll do a like and share on the YouTube channel for the next one.
Ooh. Yeah,
Hold up,
definitely,
the like and share. We got to see what they look like.
Not
what's
like and
going
share,
on.
like and subscribe.
Oh, like and subscribe.
Get our
And-
subscribers.
Hold up, yeah, and then we'll pick a really nice prize for that.
So, to answer the question, I agree with everybody. I like you guys' visions of where it's going to go. I just think that I want this to be something that changes all of our lives. You know what I'm saying? I think that the Pink Room.
Jeray is watching.
Oh, what up, Jeray?
Hey,
What up,
Ray,
cousin? So my thing is.
hold up! Congratulations, new cousins. All of us is new cousins.
How about that?
With Derek,
Derek
baby.
baby.
Oh, shout out to Derek.
Shout out to Derek.
Yeah.
Tell Derek to log in.
Yeah, and our beautiful cousin. Oh, she is so good.
Yeah, she
Definitely.
really
Oh
was.
my goodness.
Definitely. I think that the Pink Room, the essence of the Pink Room is the fact that we can go and vent
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
get stuff off your mind and then leave it there. I think that's the best thing. I'm gonna see you later, Ruru.
See you later, Ruru. You want to watch TV? Or you want to stay with me? Come stay with me. Come on. Come on, right over here. Big cheer, big cheer.
He upset y'all about to kick him out.
Hold on, player.
That's a part of that being a mommy thing.
So that brings me to our next question of the day. How has your parenting changed over the years, months, or weeks? How has your parenting changed over the years, months, or weeks?
Well,
Mommy I think we should go from oldest to youngest.
What, my parenting?
Yeah, how has your parenting changed over the years, months, or even weeks? Weeks would be full of fun.
Oh, well, was it you saying years for me? Well, I gotta be years. It could have changed from last week.
It could have been, that's why I said years, months, or weeks.
It did.
It did? It did?
Yeah.
How it changed?
Spoiling the grandkids.
Ooh.
That's not my parenting. I'm all around.
grandparenting.
Come here.
All right, answer the question, Mom.
Well, I think that because I have all of my children are grown now, and it's like when you get a new baby, you really don't know the depth of what it takes to raise the new baby because it's your first. And then even when you get the second or third, it's still a new thing because now you got 2 and 3. So you got to learn how to manage your time even better and realize that, I can have a little bit more freedom because they kind of play with themselves and all of that sort of stuff. And then it's new every time. It's new every time. But what's new to me is the having to be a parent to grown children. So that's new to me too. And so I'm learning more to be, I always felt like I was pretty flexible, but I'm learning not to take it personally. Some of the things that they say. I do go in my own space too, but I just don't take it as personally as I used to take it. Even though I still think it's disrespectful.
Hi, Bam Bam.
You understand what I'm saying?
Bam
Bam Bam.
So,
You know Bam Bam?
anywho, yeah.
Oh.
But it's like that's for me. It's new because it's new. They just become grown. They not 40 or 50 or 60. So I'm still learning the process of parenting grown children. And shout out to my boy Kevin, one of the 3 amigos. Your comment. We talked about this on the way to Atlantic City. Your comment about them being grown really changed my thought and my life concerning this. So I want to thank you for that. See, that surprised you when I told you that. The comment was that.
What I mean was it personal between them two?
No, it wasn't really personal. We were having a conversation.
If it affected us, it's not personal.
But it's a personal,
Indirectly.
it's a personal thing. Well, let me let y'all go first, and then we'll come back to that. Okay. So
Everybody say hi to Shar.
What up, Sean?
Hey, Bam Bam.
And Bam Bam. Big love.
Bam Bam.
All right, Mo, you next.
I'm next. Oh, okay. I have actually learned to, over the I guess years and months, be more less stressed. About stuff. Now, even though I still be, like I was spazzing, here and there. Like I had the spaz the other day on Morgan. Like I was looking at her feet.
Morgan again, right?
I was looking at her feet because she's walking around,
barefoot.
I'm like, all right, cool. Then I go in the shower. I go in my room and she's in my bed with these feet. And I said, yo!
With these feet, like they don't belong to
And I'm in the drink, I'm hot. I'm like, what? Yo, would you like that if I go in your room, go in your bed with my dirty feet? It was, but I'm learning. I'm learning to just be more, you know what I'm saying? Just
woosah.
Yeah, woosah, and let them kind of like find their way more, and especially with Reese, he's actually getting so much more mature
Yeah.
now. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's because you're spending more time with him too.
Oh yeah, that too. You know what I'm saying? You know, he getting strong too. That boy's strong. That boy is strong. He did. He lifted 21 bags the other day. Shit.
Yeah, you gonna be fit.
I was like, okay, and this bag wasn't light.
Hey, you up
All right,
now?
now.
Hi, Sheila.
Hey Sheila.
Shar said it's hard at this time to me because Jazz and Leah are still babies, 18 and 19.
Are they babies?
They
They're
not
not
no
babies.
babies.
They ain't babies. They are young women.
Yeah.
They are young
We're going to have to compare
women.
notes on that.
Yeah, they young women, Shar. You tripping.
Yes,
Lord,
definitely.
I don't know. I guess I changed from, I can say from child to child, I guess how much. You know, like, what was it, a helicopter?
Yeah.
Oh.
Concentration.
You was
You,
all
you still
Well,
got
you
a
know,
helicopter
I'm
mom.
a helicopter mom, but I feel like I had more time for him because I was.
And he was the only one.
I had a different job. He was
the only one.
And I was off all week, so I was just like, you know, it was just us. But already I was like, you alright. He done fell off the couch twice. I would have had a heart attack.
And she probably would have.
And I would have been beating myself up like, I'm a bad
But you know what? But you know what? Remember now, helicopter mom don't always have anything to do with the time. It's what you doing. You know what I mean? Helicopter moms do try to like overly manage stuff too. So
Well, I think that's kind of waning too for both of them.
Okay.
I'm trying to let him do more. And he tell me too, Mom, I want to do it by my own.
Oh, there we go. On his own, baby.
You talking about all
He
by
been
myself?
He been telling Leroy for a long time, don't do it. I'll do it myself. But for me, the same thing. I'll go offer the same thing Leroy offered. He don't want Leroy to do it. He want me to do it. But now he's like, Mom, I'll do it on my own.
That's it, baby.
So now I'm learning to just not even offer because do it on your own.
There you
know?
go.
And if he want help, he'll ask.
Here we
Right,
go.
like
He
today
definitely-
we was
he definitely
teaching
speaks up
him
when
the
he wants
seatbelt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been trying to teach him.
Yeah.
I've been trying to teach him that too. Like,
Yeah.
at least get your arms in there for me to help me out.
He pushed it
It's hard
in, he
to
got
do.
it over his head and pushed it into there. I just held the
Yeah.
bottom for him.
Good, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm trying to do his seatbelt is that click, click, click. That's
Yeah.
kind of hard,
Yeah.
but at least get your arms in. You
Yeah.
know?
You can do that much.
Yeah.
Alright, so Shar said she was agreeing with Aunt Lauren where she said to her they're still babies, but she's learning how to let go a little bit
Yeah.
because she realized they're growing up.
Yeah.
That's thumbs up, Shar, for that.
Yeah.
If you can see me, I'm pushing the
And
heart
you,
on
I
the
think,
screen.
Charmaine, I think you do a great job with letting go because they are involved and do different things. It's not the letting go part that's the issue because they're going to do things you're going to have to let go. It's the let go up here part. You know what I mean? That sort of thing, and kind of, I think it's more verbal stuff that you have to deal with when they're grown than when they weren't. Yeah.
Yeah.
That let go. That's the part you gotta let go.
I ain't finding you up.
Well, I guess for my baby is 2 months tomorrow.
Ooh!
So
Now,
I
booty
guess,
man.
right. I guess for me from the beginning to now, I don't think I do that much different, but realize that I can start teaching him now instead of waiting. Instead of so every day we
learning
read
already.
one book a day. We go outside, show him stuff. We talk about the numbers. We do all the type of stuff because I realize there's no reason to wait until I
they learn it.
Yeah, right,
They're amazing.
right.
Yeah, because they learning already.
Already.
Yeah.
It's so weird that they're learning stuff that you don't even know what you're learning.
Mhm.
They're learning a language and they don't even know what language it is.
Correct.
Yes,
So
the language,
crazy.
the cognitive part will come later,
Right.
as far as the understanding of it all.
Right, and I try to make sure Maury talk to him in patois too.
Oh,
So you
shit.
can-
He's bilingual.
Yeah.
That's Jamaican if y'all don't know. Alright, so this is for everybody. This is for
Oh, you and me.
mention what mention what Gabs.
One of the things that come up every year for our family is because of the separation between James and I. We have like we haven't nailed down exactly how we're doing Christmas. Like before. Before we had a roadmap to how Christmas happens in our family, how Thanksgiving happens, how birthdays happen in our family. But because of the separation, it has caused some anxiety in those areas for us all, in a sense. So one time we were talking about Thanksgiving, and we was talking about you know, where we was going to have it, you know, who was going to be invited. Yeah, things that we never even thought of before, which is new to us because before we were a cohesive family and now we have a separation. So it's like, you know, everybody has to, oh shoot, this, oh man, do I have to deal with that? You know, that sort of thing. So me, Kev, and Rob were talking about that sort of thing. And Kevin, who's always cracking me up because Kevin always got this thing like, men don't do this. Men don't act like that. You know. But he said to me that if it was him, I'd let them all just go do what they want to do. Just let them go. They grown. They think let them do it. And I won't worry about it. I go on with my life. And it was like, you go on with your life, meaning kind of separate. And I'm not, even though I don't hang up under them, I don't consider myself separate from them. But in a sense, you got to separate not just your body, but your mind from some of the things so that you can separate. So that everybody can kind of find their normalcy or whatever it is that they want to do. So ever since he kind of told me that, it was like a light bulb just started coming on slowly because it took me a minute to kind of keep visiting in my head. And then what happened is, like life, other things started coming up and I had to plug that thought in again. Yeah. This is an opportunity for me to work what I'm learning. So I began to do that and it was a start. It was the catalyst to my next phase as a parent to grown children.
I think that's dope. And actually that takes us into our next question.
Oh, wow.
Our next question is, and this is for everybody. This is actually really good one. I thought it was good. How do you introduce your friends to each other? Or do you introduce at all? Like in a group setting? So like say for instance, you guys get what I'm saying, right? Mm-hmm. So in a group setting, how do you introduce your friends to each other? Or do you introduce at all? Anybody want to take that?
What?
I just if I ever had to introduce them, it's probably something like a birthday party or my baby shower. I think that's probably
yeah.
So how do you introduce them?
These are my best friends from college. These are my friends from work.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's simple. Just who they are. That's it. I would do the same thing. Like I'll like maybe bowling, something fun that we all be interactive or you know.
But you said how? He said how do you introduce them?
Mine has only happened at like maybe a Marvel's birthday party, a baby shower. They come together for me, and then then I'm.
Well, that's the only reason they would be in the same building.
But I'm not having events for us all to come to me.
Right. Well, I had a birthday trip where I introduced friends on the trip. We all ended up going on a trip together.
How'd you do it?
What you mean? Well, before actually, I let them meet through messages first. Like, we Snapchatted messages so they can get a chance to, introduce each other. Then so when they came and actually met each other in person, it wouldn't be like such a big surprise.
Did you get this question from what we were talking
about
the other day?
Yes, I did. I thought it was hilarious.
So it was hilarious, but I think that it's geared more to men. It's geared more to men because the question came up because Maurice and I were talking, and of course I was laughing about, again, Kevin and Rob. And it was like, Kevin says, Rob introduces like, this is my friend Melvin. Melvin, this is my friend Lawrence. And then he introduced him, like outright. Okay. And Kevin.
No problem, right?
No. But and then we were talking about something the other day, and Kevin said, "Yeah, he introduced you to everybody, though." And then we was both laughing because I was like, "Yeah, I know." And
I don't have to know everybody.
Yeah. No, Kevin said that ain't how you introduce men. It was so funny because Kevin got this. I'm telling you, I love it. And then he said, "You're supposed to go up to your man friend. Yo, hey man, how you doing?
Boom, because y'all friends already.
Y'all friends already.
Now he behind him or whatever.
Now the other friend is behind you. You just walk through, and then the two men will be in the same vicinity, and they'll be like,
should introduce
They
themselves.
gonna introduce themselves.
You don't introduce men. I said, man, I've seen it done both ways.
I have seen it done both ways.
I've seen it done
I
both
would think
ways.
the first one is the better way.
Yeah,
I think I like the
that's
second
how
one.
I
better.
know that they with you.
Yeah.
Like depending on where we are.
No, but
You know what I'm saying?
but you can kind of tell in certain settings. You can tell that they're together.
There they go. Yeah.
But I like the second one better. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, I thought that was
The
hilarious.
second one is better depending on where we are, because sometimes how you gonna know. But you know.
I think the second one better because it gives you options whether or not you want to be bothered with it.
Yeah. But I don't think
But
women
then that
definitely
makes
is
it
geared
awkward.
toward
That
men.
leaves it to make it awkward.
What?
Cause like, okay, I let y'all introduce yourself. What if you just choose not to introduce yourself?
That's
No,
cool.
you all still
Hold
hang
up,
out.
men, but men don't mind. They don't mind that stuff. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, 'cause
they
I don't see
that
women
stuff.
They'll
doing
still
that.
hang out and you don't even know his name.
But it's not about
No,
him.
we're not hanging out. We're just in the same building.
Yeah. See, to them, that's not.
It's
It's
in the
not.
same building.
Trust me, it's a whole
Yeah.
different world.
Yeah, because only women will be like, you know,
Yeah,
over
that's
there,
why I
like,
like hanging with
not
them.
me, not me, because they would be introducing me to too many people.
Hold up.
I can remember you.
No, hold up. And that's what I'm saying. But see, you feel like that as a girl, and I feel like that too sometimes. But the thing is that now it gives you the option. It gives you, you know, you be like, hi.
No,
or
now
just
it makes
whatever.
me, and anytime they see me, now I gotta act like I remember who they are.
See?
Oh, that's a hard. You gotta remember the name. Oh, that's
I don't
hard.
remember you. I don't even remember your face. I barely look at
No,
you.
you know what you gotta do? Like,
Okay,
hey, girl,
You.
yeah.
No, but what's so funny is now you saying you really would like the other way. It might seem like you,
really
might not
will
want
to be
other way.
introduced.
Yeah. You don't want to be
No,
introduced.
don't want to be. You want to do it yourself. Just saying.
Oh,
So
you
I
want to
can just
have
keep
that
on
option
going.
to choose.
No, really, no. What I'm saying is she likes the idea of introduce.
Mhm.
But she doesn't like the residue of introduce. So the other thing suits her better. So
But
you
it
can
only-
just keep on
But it
walking
only would suit
there.
her better if the other person also chose not to introduce themselves. Unless the other person say, hi, then it's still basically you meeting them.
No, because most men, I'm telling you can see it.
I'm telling
It's
you.
like you just walk
I had an
past.
introduction the other day that was very annoying.
What happened?
Cause I'm parking my car,
Okay.
right, and I'm looking in my rearview mirror, and I got close. I'm trying to get in.
Okay.
I did not touch this car. I know how to park.
Okay.
This man, the neighbor, come out. You got a rearview camera in that car? I said, yeah. What, you didn't. You was using it? I said, yeah. She said, you hit that car. I said, no, I didn't.
First of all, was it his car?
I said, oh, is that your car? No.
Please don't talk to me. It's not in your car. Why are you talking to me?
You know my blood.
Why are you even talking to me at this point?
I'm ready to cuss him out. I had a long day at work, and I'm like, nigga. I said, okay, well, it'll be all right then.
Oh
And
my
then-
That's an introduction.
No, because then he was like, I met your husband. I don't think I met you. I'm whatever.
Shut
I was
up.
like,
You shut up.
because now I'm annoyed. I'm Melody.
You're
And then I'm
the
getting the
annoying
babies out the
neighbor.
car. I got the bag and you don't offer no help or nothing. Oh, I see you got that newborn.
You just want to talk.
Stop
man.
talking to me, sir. Just stop talking to me,
I
sir.
was just like,
So it's
and then he came out the next day. His wife hit somebody's car back. And
I don't even know.
I'm not your wife, sir. I'm not your wife. She hit cars. I do not hit her.
That's
This
not.
off.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said, F him.
oh my gosh. So Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So tell us what you guys prefer. Like, do you rather your mutual friend introduce you to another one of their friends, or would you rather do it yourself? You know, you should ask that to your friends.
Yeah, that's
You know,
funny.
what's more comfortable?
But it's just funny how that came up in our conversation because it's still another testament to how people think so differently. And without the
Correct.
conversation, you would never know that
Correct.
if you don't want to be you know.
Correct. And then it's sometimes you put the people in the awkward position because they may not want to get introduced. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Because
know.
they just plan to just be at this party or whatever with you, and I don't feel like talking to nobody else.
But
You know?
the crazy part
That's
is
why I
people
don't do
take things too deep. It's just introduced. If we ain't say we had to talk after that, hi. That's it.
No,
and if
but
I
you
see your face,
but you never know. Like
But
sometimes.
but the thing is that's a part of understanding somebody else's ways of thinking.
Correct.
It's not too much. It's just their preference.
That's the preference, yeah.
And hold up, because the truth of the matter is, you can say, because the first thing I thought about when Maurice said, you know, sometimes you might want to just be at the party. But if you at the party, you should want to be socializing. But that's not to say what you do and how you do at the party.
Yeah, that's if you're an extrovert like myself.
It can
But
become
if you're an
so
introvert,
continual.
you know.
Yeah.
If you were an introvert, you're not even at this party.
Right.
Or unless your friend forced you.
Come
Come on, girl! Come on, girl! Please go with me!
Leroy forced me to this party from America.
He was like, oh
I
god.
was pissed off.
Like I was just.
The guy was like,
Leroy forced
smile.
her.
The guy was like, smile, young lady, it ain't that bad. I said, mind your business.
Don't even talk to me right now, okay?
Oh my goodness.
No,
my
those parties,
oldest
they
daughter.
give me so much anxiety, group stuff like that. I was so mad he told me. I was, like, unbelievably mad. It was like irrationally mad.
How's you irrational?
No, because I like what I like.
Hey,
And I'm trying to do this for you, but you know I don't like this.
Well, you know what's so funny? That takes us to our next question.
Oh,
That takes us to our next question. Is it hard for you to be the bigger person? If so, tell why. In any situation.
Sometimes.
Bigger person.
The bigger
It
person.
depends on the situation. It
The
depends
Michelle Obama
it
way.
depends on how many times I was a bigger person before.
Ah, okay.
So if I'm continuously being a bigger person and you just continue to do whatever you're doing, then I'm gonna have to, you know.
You had to what? No, I don't know what that
You don't know what
means.
that means?
No, I don't know what that
can't
means.
let
You
you
know what that
slide.
means? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You know what that means?
I'm gonna have to demolish you.
Demolish.
What does demolish look like, Melody?
It look
I can
like
verbally thrash you. I don't know. It all depends.
embarrass you, make you hurt your feelings.
It all depends.
Because I know, you know what? As an introvert, I practice arguments in my head. You know, often. And I be winning them drawings. But like, I literally just I don't like confrontation. So I literally like, okay, whatever. But once you build me up to that, I got an arsenal already, believe me.
The arsenal is on click.
Yeah, but people, that leaves people thinking like, you've been wanting to say that to me. Not really. I just had, just in case I had to say
Just
it
in
to
case.
you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She had
So
that
then when I
Beyonce
had to
Wilder
say
right
it to
hand.
you, you gonna be like, you bringing that stuff up, because I remembered it in one of my arguments. So, you know what I mean? That's how I demolish people. I do that.
Oh, what about you, Vonnie?
Say the question again.
Is it hard for you to be the bigger person? If so, tell why.
Sometimes it is hard because I be knowing that if I do it this way, this could just be over. But you got on my nerves so bad, I'm gonna do it this way. And then I'm
gonna double back and do it. All right. But I'm gonna make
Sometimes you be
sure.
knowing that. All right.
Because
I'm gonna
sometimes
say
hold it
this.
in, you just be like,
Yeah. Sometimes you just be wanting to get it out because you got on my nerves that bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I be knowing. I be smart enough to know, like, I could just say this and right.
And this will be over with.
Right.
I don't want it. I don't want it to be over.
Sometimes
right
it is hard, but I'm learning to just do it right the first time.
What about you, Mom?
For
You
me,
gotta do it right the first time.
I don't think I have a problem with being the bigger person. It's just if I want to or not. I just don't want to. It's not hard. I can if I want to.
And it depends on the person that you talk about.
Yeah, that's really what it's all a combination of what you said.
Yeah.
But for me to do it, it's not hard for me to do at all. Like I don't struggle with doing it. It's just that I think sometimes I measure what would happen if I do it this way, what would happen if I do it that way, for the change and for me. And then it's like, I think I like it how it is. I won't bother. You know? Or this just, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm similar, except for I learned in the corporate world when somebody asks you a question. We had this thing. We used to practice this thing. Like when they ask you a question, or a customer asks you a question, or employee or another employee asks you a question, something like that. You sit back, you say, tell me more. Or like if you're having a general conversation because you don't really know exactly what you want to say. But if you like, say for instance, if somebody comes in as a customer and you're trying to get information out of them, right? Tell me more, right? Because you want to see where it's gonna go. I utilize.
I don't understand how that being a bigger person.
Well, no, I utilize that technique as a bigger person. So when somebody says something or somebody, I don't say tell me more. In my head, I just Take a breath. But as I'm taking the breath, I'm calculating in my head like, okay, I could go this way. I could go that way. And then it also depends on obviously how I feel that day if I want to.
I didn't even think about it when you're talking about work because.
Well,
I don't work well with people. I don't. No, serious honesty. I want to work well with people, but people are so irritating. I can't work with people.
But sometimes you got to just not personalize it.
Correct.
You
And
try
just realize that you coming there for your job. And then also you got to look at yourself. Why is it that I'm not getting along with all of these people?
Correct.
And sometimes it's just some things in you that you think are irritating, and you don't really realize that other people find you irritating too. You're just as irritating as you feel like other people are.
Correct.
So it's just and that's what I mean by thinking about how I want it to be for me. Because ultimately, we all making decisions for us. Let's not get crazy. So we all making decisions in our lives based on what we want and our comfortability and stuff like that. So if after, let's just say what Melody said, depends on how many times. Let's just say after certain many times, I've decided I don't want to do this with you anymore, or I like it when we do it this way or don't do it that way, or whatever the case may be. I might decide it ain't about being the bigger person at that point.
Correct.
It's just about I like where I'm at.
Yeah.
Emotionally, financially, mental, all them entities. All them elites. You know.
But it goes back to like you can do the same thing like with coworkers. If they come to you with the issue, it's not tell me more. It's well, why do you feel that way? Like instead of getting like rapid fire, like you get a response and then you want to just go and attack. Well, why do you feel that way? Now I don't really care why you feel that way, but it's like why you feel that way?
Also, I think that because they don't like to, LaFine don't always like to communicate her feelings. In the same way as Melody says, she don't like confrontation, so therefore, you're not always communicating your feelings.
Yeah.
But it's easier, I believe, when you communicate your feelings. Like, for instance, I can see LaFine at work. She trying to work and get her job done. But she keep talking. So, in LaFine's mind, she talks too much. Right? So now, she doing her job, and she talking, and it's all right to say, you know what, let's talk later, because I really need to concentrate. And people get the understanding that she don't like to talk when she working. So they don't talk to you when you working. So let's eliminate that problem right then. But if you don't say nothing, and you just...
letting it build up. She chopping the hell out of them onions.
I'm chopping no ass up in my mind. Right? So she don't know. The thing is that they don't even know they irritating you.
True.
It's all right to communicate your feelings about stuff in a way that it brings resolve to issues.
Okay.
And I always told y'all that. When you saying it, you know, you ain't got to get into no battle about you did this, you did that, you did this. We know what we did. But when you did it, it made me feel like this. And then what happens is a lot of times people that really love you, they think about what you said and they want to not irritate because they love you.
True.
Right? Okay. And then they make adjustments based on how they can move in a certain way, not to make you feel that way, but still be true to themselves.
Very true.
Oh, sorry. Miss Sheila's going back. I like to be introduced as I am an observer, have very little to say initially.
Hi.
Oh.
Who's that, Miss Sheila?
So she like, oh,
She like to be introduced.
Oh,
okay. So introduce, okay. So Miss Sheila just be like,
she like to.
yeah,
Okay.
the friends.
Okay.
So she like to be introduced. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So we got somebody who like to be introduced.
Hi,
to the
Miss
building.
Sheila.
So, you know what? I'm gonna skip that one. I'm gonna go back to that one. So, do you guys see yourself as a half full or cup half empty kind of person, and why?
I feel like my cup is half empty.
Why?
Because
You almost made people. You said it so.
Yo, you remind me of you know what's that joint? Inside Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you did.
Russell. That's accurate.
No, because that's I think
No, I feel like
that's
it is half empty.
Yeah.
No.
I feel
Although
like
I'm
I'm half full.
Yours half full, half empty. Why?
Because it's just certain things that I want that I don't have yet. That's it.
Okay.
So it's half. So
That's half empty because she
That's
don't
half
look at
empty.
what she doing.
Correct. That's half empty.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what
and
that means.
I was just about to wonder,
True.
does it change?
It can.
Does it? Yeah, will it change? You know, or if that's the type of person you are, is that the type of person you are?
Sometimes
You
it don't
never-
ever change.
Yeah, you gotta.
I
you
think
gotta
it can
actively
change
your mind.
actively. Yes.
Yes.
You got to start looking at the good stuff because
Yeah.
that's what half full mean, right?
Correct.
And then the half empty stuff means you concentrate more on the negative.
I do.
Correct.
Not necessarily negative.
Well,
but
negative
yes.
in the sense that
What
you
have,
looking
don't have.
more at what you don't have as opposed to what you do have.
And
So
you probably
it's
looking
not
at what
negative
what
in
other
the
people
yeah.
have.
Mhm.
That you probably looking at what other people have that you think you should have.
No.
No.
I'm just looking at what I don't have and what I know I want, and it's just not happening right at this
That's what Rena
moment.
said the other day too when I answered that question. She said, "I'm just not where I'm supposed to be right now. Just not where I
Yeah.
want. No, that's not where I want to be right now." I'm like,
Yeah, I want
Well,
to
that's
be
half-
working
that's
so
half-
bad right now.
That's
And I
half
just-
empty.
Yeah.
That's half
I'm
empty because
half
half
empty.
empty would mean that, and it is negative in the sense that of not the negative, but it's negative in the sense that you're looking at what you don't have,
correct.
Yeah.
what I want to do, as opposed to where am I at? Oh, I got this, I got that. So I'm leading for me, just making sure that I'm just half
Cousin
full.
Sheila. Oh, she said she cousin Sheila. Sheila Taggart.
Oh, which Sheila?
Sheila Taggart.
Oh,
I'm
on
sorry.
the Truesdale side.
My bad. My bad.
What's up, cuz?
I'm a half.
We know so many Sheilas. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Well, I know so many Sheilas. That's what she was
a
telling
half
me.
full
Uh-huh.
type of girl. I just always keep in my head that it could always be worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's people probably
Exactly.
wish they were where I am.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So that's why I always think, and I always truly believe I'm where I'm supposed to be at that moment. I'm never, you know, unless you know when you offer God's will for your life, when you just feel it's a feeling. Well, for me anyway, it's a feeling inside. Like I'm not happy. I'm not content because as the type of person I am, you would think I'm not happy or something because I'm just sitting chilling, but I'm having a blast. You know what I mean? In my head.
Correct.
So it's like if I feel content in my whole body,
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy. But when I'm feeling like something off, then I know I'm not on the right path, and
Right.
I gotta adjust something. Whatever it is, we'll figure it out. But
That's the
Yeah.
part that makes you half full because you said, whatever it is, we'll figure it out.
yeah.
Correct.
So I just be blessed.
Yeah, I'm definitely a half full type of person. I think that I had this conversation with Russ the other day. I go over there and he having like his issues with his wife or whatever. But you know, so they've been quote unquote beefing for forever. But you know, I was you know with what he does, he was like, you know, what I'm thinking about, because Russ never, so if you know Russ, he's always had his own business. Like, he's never, ever worked a job. Ever. Since like 16, 17, never worked a job. And he said, yo, I'm thinking about getting into radiology. And I was like, what? Like, what? You want to be a big radiologist?
I'm doing your OB scan.
Don't say it like that. Russ is gorgeous.
he says,
It'll be a lot of people liking him to walk in there and do his radiology. He's gonna be knocking you over.
so he said, I just never had that. I just never had that that feeling of that people have, and I was like, dude, people that have jobs when they had a feeling that you got,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
But it's different because when you work at a job, like with Melody's job, or it's different jobs,
yeah,
it brings about a job family too.
correct.
And then they do things.
Yes, they do.
You know, when you have a baby, they give you a baby shower. When you have a birthday, here they come.
If they like you,
You
if
know,
they like
yeah.
Not everybody gets one.
So it's different when you have your own thing because you never really build that.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what he's talking about.
It's good.
I didn't
Because I never had
look at it that way.
I never had that either.
The job family
Right.
job.
Yeah, no.
I always have good families at my job.
Yeah,
I had people cook me food and all that.
I got a godmama out of one of my jobs.
That's what's up.
Yeah, see?
Baby showers at both jobs. They love me. People love me. I don't like them.
That's what's up.
I'm kidding.
So what do you got? What do you guys think? Are you guys half full or half empty? Let us know.
Full.
Half full and half empty. All right. So, let's go to this one. How much
This is
time
the
we got?
last question right here.
Gotcha.
Oh, jeez, the last one.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, Jasmine, come get your stuff. Are you tuned in, Jazz?
Okay.
Right, listen, maybe.
I'm trying to pick between these two. So you know what? Let's go with this one.
Do
You feel like?
Right.
All right. So, no, you know what? We're gonna go with this one. Who do you cherish most from your childhood?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is that friends
or anybody?
Anybody. Who do you cherish most? When that they might not be here no more. They may be gone. Whatever the case is, or you might not even be friends anymore. You know what I'm saying? But who do you cherish most from your childhood? If you really gotta think about, because I was thinking about
I
this.
had to think about mine.
Okay.
The first person that came to mind was my cousin Jalea. She was my ace. Boom, boom. She was.
Yeah.
We used to, and I have so many
You
good
hear
memories.
that,
When I think about my childhood, she is a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Always wanting to go over there, and we hung out a lot. And I kind of upset that we don't hang out as much anymore, but life takes you different places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Jalea is hold up. You talking about drag you to something.
Yeah.
That's why. Because y'all still cool like this. Jalea is, she puts the fucking
She dragged you to food.
to extrovert. Yeah, now she drag you that, you won't be so mad at her.
She ain't dragged you to no parties.
Jalea,
You know what, she knows-
She puts capital letters in extrovert.
But she knows people too. So she knows not to drag you to no parties.
Yeah, but she will drag you around to feed them hips though.
Yes. She'll do that.
What about you, Fanny?
I'm still thinking. Come back to me.
All right, I'll go.
You go.
I think when I came with this question,
Oh wow.
I thought about
Yeah, that's a good question.
Chris Graves.
Chris. That was your homie.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah.
is my
Y'all
man.
naming. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now
But
y'all
Chris
got
is
the
my
person
man.
top of my head.
Oh,
Chris is my man.
wow.
Like that was my guy. Like we don't even talk anymore. But the crazy part was like if I wasn't in the house, I was over Chris' house. Like that was like I was there.
Yeah.
Like I was there. Like we was everywhere together. We walked. We went everywhere together. Went to events, parties, everywhere. It was just me and him. You know what I'm saying? If he was fighting, I was fighting. It was like that was my guy. That was my guy. You know what I'm saying? I think just thinking about. I was thinking about the times, that we had when we were kids, and it was like. That was the first time I got caught smoking weed, and I came home that day. We went to Westchester University. Chris had a car. Well, Chris got his mom car, and we went up to Westchester, and I wasn't even smoking, and that was the God honest truth. God honest truth to this day.
But I guess he don't have no reason to lie now, y'all.
God honest truth. But it was. Everybody was smoking.
Caught contact.
I was high. And I got home, man. I couldn't go to my prom that year. I didn't know what in my prom. It was me and prom. Yeah, it was. I was like, oh, I just want to go to sleep right now.
Punishment nice enough.
Yeah, that was my guy.
I don't want to talk about my person because I'm still angry at my person.
Hey, come on, man.
Ayana Robinson.
Ayana, come on, man. Come on, man.
That was your ace, boom.
Oh, they was gonna live together, have businesses together, everything.
Jeez.
Yeah, y'all was like Siamese twins.
Yeah, we literally peed on the toilet together.
She crying,
Don't
Yanni.
even do that. So I don't got y'all go
Oh,
ahead.
that's
Move
the
on.
truth. Oh, wow. Some of them is, yeah. I the first person that popped in my head when you said the question was Bossy.
You talk about him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
But as I think about it, when I started going because Bossy was very we could communicate a lot, and he gave me like he said things that stayed with me. But I had so many of those type of people, but it was just something about him that just I was so connected, and I was very protective of him too, because when I felt like he was being done wrong, I was instantly get mad and stuff. But anywho, as I begin to think about when you said the younger you, then I have to go to Angel. Because not only is she still dear to me today, we go all the way back. We like 3 and 4 years old, all the way back.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
It's over 50 years.
Yes, and it's like we done been through our ups and downs and our arguments and fusses and fighting, and we waited till midstream to do that. But it's funny because it always comes back around because the love is there, the true love is there. So I have to say Angel.
Okay. Anyway, that was a good one. I think it was. How much time we got?
We got 4 minutes
We
left.
got 4 minutes.
I
So
have another question.
yeah, I got time for one more.
Quick one. Quick.
All right. So, well, what do you cherish most about your childhood?
It's not quick.
What do I cherish?
Yeah.
That is quick.
What do you cherish most about your
I
childhood?
think I cherish well, for me it's easy. I think I cherish the love that I felt from mommy, because I think that's what I pour into our children.
Yeah.
You know, like when you think about what you got from your parents or what you got from your childhood, it just was. I feel like so much nurture, so much
I
love,
agree.
so much time spent.
Yeah.
More than just money, it just was memories. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I
definitely.
cherish.
And it was never nothing that we needed and didn't have.
Yeah.
Like actually needed to survive.
Yeah. And like we talk about how small the house was
Yeah.
and everything, but we had a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was up and running. And
everybody loved when they come to the crib. Everybody.
Exactly. And nothing was broken. Nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had food. So it just was like, it was small, but it was enough. And I think that's what I cherish most. And that I feel like it set me up to, obviously I had enough, but I want my children to have even more. You know what I mean? So that's why I work so hard. That's what I do, whatever, with them.
Yeah.
So it's just all based on mommy, daddy, how we were
I feel the
raised.
same exact way.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think when I thought about that question, what came to my thing was the memory of when like always had an animal. I always had an animal in the house.
And we did stuff like fish fry Fridays.
Fish fry
we
Fridays.
did seafood like crab. Everybody would come and have the whole table full of crab. It was like we always.
I remember we
doing
got that
something.
long hoagie for the
Oh yeah!
I
remember that. That hoagie was huge.
It was
Hold up, that time we had the party with the March Madness people. Everybody's
my
name was on
God,
the cake. I had
yeah.
everybody's name.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And everybody, all the family members that was in March.
Yeah. I remember when Calvin used to this is our Angel brother. Calvin used to come over and do all like little cleaning up stuff, wrap and all this stuff. I can fix that.
I walked from South
But
Carolina.
Calvin was strong. First of all, he was strong. If you ever shook his
I
hand,
actually remember Calvin.
he will crush your hands into little pieces. Like, how do you grip so hard?
Was he skinny and bald?
No, he was not
What he
skinny.
look like?
He was not skinny. He was a
I feel like I look.
He really dark.
But Calvin was in it. When Calvin was doing something in the basement one day, right? And I had Storm locked up. We never had a cage, so I had Storm locked up on the pipe.
All right, Mo.
My bad. But I had Storm locked up on the pipe. So he was fixing what he got to fix, and I'm like, I said, Calvin, don't back up near the dog. You know what I'm saying? Let the dog be back there. He backed up. He doing what he doing, and Storm bit his ass.
I think that's what I cherish from my
All the memories, yo.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. We'll have time.
We got to Facebook.
Yeah, but that's another thing.
Oh,
So
okay,
any other ideas and memories and topics y'all want to talk about, send it to our DM. And we will try our best to get to them, answer them,
Both of
talk
them will
about
put it on Instagram
everything.
and
Yeah, and Instagram and Facebook.
We'll cut off on his own.
Yes, and don't forget Jasmine
Facebook
Simpson.
is still
Please
up.
come pick up your reward, your glasses here.
Yeah.
And we will see y'all next Sunday, 4 p.m.
Yeah, Instagram said bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Cousin
Yes.
Sheila said she missed the bond she had with her family.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go with George, mama.
Are you still on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, let it run.
Mine was the memories of just the things they're doing with you guys. And
Yeah.
it's nice to let me just say this. If you are telling me that the way I made you feel coming up is what you pour into them.
Oh,
I can't even tell you how
don't
that make me feel. Because Melody, you pour so much love into them.
You definitely.
And I love every bit of it.
think I get it from you. I do.
You
Oh
definitely.
my goodness.
But anywho, just y'all, just the times, those times, all of those times that we can recall,
Yeah.
all those fun times, all those good times. Of course,
Yeah.
we had other times, but I don't think that they dominated our lives.
Yep.
They
All of us
Oh,
grabbing our
that's
bikes.
mine.
Everybody grabbed their bike, they skates, we went out to Kelly Drive or we drove.
Oh, I
to
remember
the
going
thing.
hiking when I Angel and we were drinking from the spring.
Yeah. Oh.
No, but it's so
They
crazy.
probably took y'all to the place where we used to hike through the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I
Yeah, I
remember.
remember all of that.
I remember when Melody, I think Melody and the girls took the dog and tried to chase us. Who was you chasing down the block with the dog? I was chasing somebody down the block with the dog. I'm like,
I don't
what
remember
the
that.
hell are you doing with the
No,
dog?
I remember my reach chase us. I ran the whole house. With Storm. It was Storm. He tortured us. Yeah, he scared us into the showers. He turned the water on. While Bossy or Storm
It was Storm.
would come in and be bark. He would make her bark at us. He'd be like, sick 'em, sick 'em.
Yes.
And we used to be scared on the top bunk. We used to be scared on the top bunk.
Stuck on the top bunk.
Because he was stuck on the top.
He was doing it on purpose. Because Storm was the only, like, the main person he would listen to.
It was like, stop snoring.
I never knew this.
Yeah, of course you did.
No, but I didn't.
I'm talking about him.
Hey, listen.
He supposed to be
That was my
watching
dog.
us. This
That
is
was
what
my
he was
dog,
doing.
man.
He was torturing
That
us.
was my dog.
I remember being stuck in the shower with Fantasia. I remember being on the top bed with Melody in my legs. That he would be like, sick 'em, Storm, sick 'em. And then
Y'all was scared to storm like
yes, Mom, yes.
That's
you
all.
see the salivating that.
Yeah, and then when we ran to the shower, he turned the shower on. He was such a
That
jerk.
wasn't nice.
Funny. That was, oh my God.
The humor.
No, that
That
was
is so
so
crazy.
funny to me. Like when Calvin got bit in the ass, I was like, oh,
I
my
don't think
God.